today is the unveiling. At the unveiling, we unveil our true self. You see, I am not who you think that I am.
My name is Vikram Gandhi, and I wasn't always a guru. That's me. Yep, pretty cool. And my brother was pretty cool too. I come from a long line of religious Hindus. Like many first-generation immigrants, my parents were determined not to let America's great melting pot dilute our Indian traditions. So they immersed me in Hindu mythology, Indian philosophy, and endless ritual. Most American kids my age worshipped Hulk Hogan, but I was exposed to a whole different set of heroes. At times, these ancient rituals seemed like little more than a source of public embarrassment, and I began to question why we needed religion in the first place.
Religion is life, and life is religion.
Maybe this was all just a bunch of nonsense somebody made up a long time ago. Despite my growing skepticism, I remember watching my grandmother perform morning prayers and seeing this great sense of calm sweep over her. That feeling must have come from somewhere. I studied religion in college, hoping to find spiritual answers, but it backfired. I only became more of a skeptic. By the time I was an adult and ready to leave my religion behind, America was embracing the very same tradition I was trying to escape. Yoga had become the answer to all of our Western problems.
For me, it's the only time when I kind of shut down my inner voice. It's like, you should do that, you should do some weight.
And a $5 billion a year industry. The messengers of this movement called themselves gurus. They dressed like Indian monks and swamis and drew their credibility from thousands of years of Indian spirituality, whether they had a claim to it or not. I wanted to know if these spiritual leaders were for real or just full of it. So I started to make a documentary about them.
You know, I think he's right up there in the ranks of the angels. And I've been waiting for a teacher like this for so long, Vikram, you know?
Many were all too willing to enjoy the fruits of their power.
If I was a 20-year-old girl, I would love hanging out with him. You follow me? I would just love it.
He's the new teacher of this age, of this world.
He's having sex with all the young girls. He cannot be a real guru. Why not?
He's the one who has the answer. That's what I believe.
What could be more fabulous than having sex with a really spiritual, mystical person? Wow.
These people insisted they were somehow different than everyone else in some inexplicable way, but none of them seemed any different to me.
So how do you figure out who's real?
Only the one who carries that power to transmit it non-verbally. That's how you know.
I traveled to India hoping to find a true spiritual teacher that I could believe in. But the Indian gurus were just as phony as the ones I had found in America.
When I was 8, I was given this divine touch by my master. One touch, just he touched me here. And
a lot of the gurus I met claimed to be more authentic than other gurus.
They don't teach spiritual, just they get money from them and they say, okay, make long beard, make long red lock, and live like a Baba, dress like a Baba.
I felt like the gurus were trying to out-guru each other.
To go to God and to live spiritual is very different and very difficult to live a spiritual life.
Even people who said they weren't gurus were often treated by others as if they were. I guess my problem wasn't with spirituality, it was just with spiritual leaders. Why did we need them?
Oh, there's a store. Let's go shopping.
She's sexy, man. Huh? Fucking sexy, man. Huh?
I wanted to prove to others who were looking for answers that no one is more spiritual than anyone else. That spiritual leaders are just illusions, and we are the ones who decide who and what is real. So I thought, what if I became a spiritual leader? If I could do it, Wouldn't it prove anyone could? With a few cosmetic changes, I could easily look like a guru. So I let my hair grow out, and my beard. I started practicing yoga and meditation every day. I felt the effects almost immediately. Now all I needed was to imitate my grandmother's voice.
Hello.
At first it was fun. It was a prank.
Hello.
How are you? Good to meet you, Guru.
Nice to meet you.
Is that how you go by, or is there another name we should call you?
What would you like to call me?
I don't know. They told me I should call you Guru.
Yes. Very good. I wanted to try out my disguise in a more formalized setting. So I got my friend to book my guru alter ego as a guest teacher at a local yoga studio.
And you just move.
I created a series of made-up chants. And I taught nonsense rituals and yoga moves. People seem to like it. I thought of that inner peace I found while sitting with my grandmother. Was that real? Could people find the same peace from a made-up religion that they found in a real one? Could I really pull this off?
I felt connected to you right away. Something about you. I was like, I don't know, I'll just follow him anywhere.
This is the story of the biggest lie I've ever told and the greatest truth I've ever experienced. It's about the time I pretended to be a wise guru from the East and started a following of real people in the West. This is the story of Kumare. It was time to start my experiment living as the Guru Kumare. I chose Phoenix, Arizona, because I figured people there would be open to the teachings of an Eastern guru. And if I was going to pull this off without getting caught, I needed a place where nobody would recognize me. I was going to need help, so I brought with me Purva to book events, and Kristen to help spread Kumare's teachings to the yoga world. They would be Kumare's first followers and greatest public supporters. Together, we set out to spread the teachings of Sri Kumare.